Hey guys, it's Chris, and I bet it just is a real treat for Amber to know that there is a reactor still up and is going to react to her video 10 minutes after she put it out. But that's me tonight. So, I actually have a video scheduled to come out tomorrow morning from her vlog from a couple days ago. So, this is titled Starting a New Medicine, More Doctor's Appointments, and Zach Can't Take the Heat. So, this is like, she's trolling, right? But anyways, we're going to get into this. I'm going to watch, I'm going to react, and I'm going to put this out, and it will be out tonight. I just have to do a couple quick edits, nothing fancy. So let's get into this. It's only 8 minutes because we have to do those mid rolls. She's going to be sped up for time because she talks slow, and I will link her video down below in case there's anything I need to jump through and you want to watch the whole thing. So it's late, it's 11:11, and I'm a little loopy, but let's get into this.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. Morning. I actually have a doctor's appointment.
Hi Amber. No intro or anything, just hey, hi guys, I have a doctor's appointment. These girls with their doctor's appointments, yikes on bikes. I have to do a react to Foodie's craptastic vlog she put up today. The girls are keeping us busy these days.
Super early, so let's go do that. Okay, so I just got out of my doctor's appointment.
And by super early for Amber, that means like 2 o'clock in the morning, in the afternoon, because we know Amber's a lazy queen and she's one of those idiots who sleeps all day and doesn't do anything productive with her time, right? Maybe not an idiot, but a lazy dumbass, because you're an adult. You should be awake in the daytime, Amber. Get up by 9 o'clock.
Little in there, and I itched my eyebrow and I messed up my makeup. It is what it is. I'll just fix it when I get home. I don't really care. So I think the doctor that I saw today, I think that he's going to be like my official doctor. I really genuinely liked him. I have a hard time.
So this is probably some kind of a GP. She should have found a doctor a long time ago, because do you see how like Foodie's health is swirling the bowl right now? That's what's coming down the line for Amber, and she really needs to establish a good solid healthcare team, because just going to the ER, that's great when you have an acute problem, but they don't know your super extensive history. They're not going to get into that stuff. They're not going to treat long-term care things. They're there for the emergencies. So it'll be good for her to have a doctor who knows her history, knows what's going on, can monitor her, refer her to specialists as she needs them, which she will, and they can kind of communicate with each other. Like, I can't stress as a former medical care provider how important this is for somebody, anybody, but especially in the physical state that somebody like Amber is in.
Time with doctors because people my size are discriminated against in healthcare.
No. The thing is I worked in many a healthcare setting. I never saw anybody refused proper care or testing or anything like that because of somebody's size, unless there was like a thing like, oh, Amber doesn't fit in our MRI, thus we can't do the MRI. There is a standard of care. There are set protocols that you have to follow. You know, whether you're a nurse or a doctor or like me, a paramedic in the field, there are protocols you need to follow. You can't just throw them out the window because, ew, fat. I don't like fat people. You can't do that. That's risking losing your licensure, getting sued, and like being blacklisted from working. So you don't work that hard to get a medical license to discriminate. The problem with Amber, I mean, I'm sure it happens rarely, but not the way these fat acceptance people say it does. The problem with Amber is Amber only likes when doctors are telling her what she wants to hear. If they tell her, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you have to lose weight. If they don't tell her what she wants to hear, she cries discrimination and runs away, because she never does what she's told. She's one of the worst patients ever, whether she was fat, skinny, anything like that. She just is one of the worst patients because she will not listen.
It's a whole other topic for a whole other time, but I genuinely liked him. Like, I have
Please, Amber, I'd like to get into that with you. Let's set that up.
like really high respect for my doctor that I had in Kentucky. So it's like, I need someone to match that energy, or we just ain't vibing. Just remember to be an advocate for yourself.
What, all the doctors that you wasted their time and didn't listen to them and shit talk them at various points on your channel? Those doctors? And yes, always be an advocate for yourself. But Amber, you're really good about talking. Advocate for yourself. Advocate for yourself. But then you go and you don't listen and you don't do what they say. And you don't give a crap about yourself in the long run anyways. Look at what your size. Look at what you eat. Look at how you treat yourself. You treat your body like a garbage disposal. So who are you to talk about advocating?
Important. I always stand by that. Okay, so now we're at Walgreens because I have to get a prescription. So
more shopping. Oh, a prescription. That's a new one. Another medicine for her to not take.
Of course, I gravitate towards the journals. Look at.
You don't need another journal, Amber.
You cannot pour love into others if you do not pour love into yourself. Love that. And I really like this. That is like totally my aesthetic. I might get it. Now we're at some place called Golden Chicken. I have no idea. My mom wanted to come here, so I got like a chicken.
You don't need to be at another freaking restaurant, Amber. It's too late for me to be reacting to your bullshit like this. Your mom, who's counting calories, will probably get something healthier. Every time yins have gone out since she started counting calories, your mom has always got something sensible and healthy, and you've always got the worst thing on the menu.
Salad, you got some roasted chicken, and where did my voice just go? And then obviously I got a Diet Dr. Pepper. My salad came like this, and then here's like the chicken salad part, so I guess I just like put it on top of this. It smells good. Not bad.
Amber, you never eat on camera, but you're eating on camera. Honestly, this isn't too bad of a meal for her. It's a big portion, but it's a lot vegetables. It's good for somebody like Amber who has a humongous stomach. Make no bones about it. Her stomach can probably stretch to the size bigger than her head. So it takes a lot for her to feel full, and she does not like that feeling. Like, she doesn't like feeling hungry. She likes feeling stuffed. She doesn't want to just feel full. She wants to feel stuffed, pretty much like Foodie. So eating low-calorie, high-volume foods like this are a good idea. Plus the vegetables and stuff. It's a lot of nutrition. Yeah, there's some mayonnaise in the chicken salad, but all in all, this isn't too bad.
Do you like your chicken?
Yeah, it's really dry, but it's okay.
I'm taking my tomatoes out though.
Okay, now the chicken salad has mayonnaise and stuff in it, and then adding all that dressing, that's probably a little excessive. You might be better to like keep your dressing on the side and dip it, or what I like to do is pour a little dressing on, and then I pour over it a vinegar of my choice. Like sometimes it's apple cider, sometimes it's balsamic. Right now I'm on a red wine vinegar kick, and what that does is you still get some of the creaminess from a dressing like that. You still get the flavor, but the vinegar also adds flavor and it adds moisture, so you're not eating a dry salad. And it saves calories.
It's not like the salad and go plate.
What do you mean?
Their boxes are made to take it out.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this looks good. Okay guys, so I have been home for like 20 minutes. I'm actually about to call a Medspa place. For my doctor's appointment, I will actually explain why I went to begin with. Probably do that in this vlog. If I don't, probably in the next one. But while I was there, I just wanted, you know, a professional's opinion on semaglutide and what, you know, he thought of me getting it from a Medspa.
Amber, listen, if you get this medicine again, please do not frickin' smoke yourself or gummy yourself to death on the Delta 8s the way you did before, to the point where you're eating through the effects of the semaglutide, because it was working for you, and that's ultimately why you quit it and why it stopped working, because you were using the Delta 8 to give you the munchies to eat through the effects. It would be a really good thing for you to get on to start you on actual weight loss, and it is still in short supply. So please don't take it if you're not going to take it seriously and actually make changes, and you're going to take that medicine away from somebody who really could use it for the right reasons.
And he actually highly recommends that I do that. I'm actually about to call the Medspa right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll just be like, my first appointment will be a simple consultation, but we'll see. So I'm gonna call, I'll be right back. Well, darn, there was no.
I wonder if they have like a weight limit cap in these med spas, because I'm going to tell you, taking care of somebody like Amber, like there's taking care of big people, and then there's taking care of Amber sized people. And there is a whole new range of complications and potential problems treating somebody like her. So I don't know much about these med spas. I don't know if they have like a weight cap or a BMI limit, or are they under the supervision of like a doctor or like a physician's assistant? If you know anything like that about those, put it in the comments. I'd like to know. If not, I may have to look it up a little bit on my own. I'm sure they're all a little different, but I don't know if there's any set regulations or guidelines.
Answer. So I did leave a voicemail, but I feel confident in this decision because like I was debating back and forth, like, do I want to try this? But my doctor today, like he explained some of the science behind it and why he thinks it's a good like fit for me. So that actually made me feel like a little bit more hopeful.
He probably told you the same reason your other doctor put you on it, Amber.
Towards the situation for sure. But depending on if they call back today, or maybe I'll call back. I'm not going to harass them or anything, but I am like kind of impatient when I'm really excited for something. But I know how to have patience. I know they have other clients and stuff they need to worry about, but I'll definitely give you guys.
Yeah, Amber, despite what you think, the world does not revolve around you.
Update whenever this moves along. Okay, you guys, so it is time. If you guys remember my new makeup purse that I got, makeup bag, it says essential.
Is that all we're gonna get about this doctor? Like, is that the only reason she went? Oh,
on top. This is what I have been using, and it's just like overflowing. Like, it's so cute, I love it, but it's just like not big enough.
Big? Did you call it big, Amber? Amber, stop that. That's not ASMR. That's you rustling
I like
shit
this
around.
so much.
She does. She wonders why people get mad at her. She does, oh, I'm going to do this ASMR. And then she does the most half-assed, tired, like, pathetic attempts at things like ASMR and stuff and reactions. And then gets mad when people are like, Amber, that's dumb. That's not ASMR. You're so lazy. Because she does the laziest version of everything.
Much more, and it's cute, easier to see what makeup I need to use and pull out.
And at this point, our patience is wearing thin with this woman.
You guys, I have lived in a lot of places, I will say. Oklahoma might be the most moody when it comes to weather. Like 1 minute, okay, it's nice and cool, the sun is out, we're feeling good. Next minute, it's sprinkling and freezing, and I'm just like, I really don't get it. But you know what? You gotta vibe with it, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't harass them. Didn't even call them back, not one time, but a few hours later they called me back and my appointment is scheduled for the med spa. So yeah, and it's scheduled actually pretty soon. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did get that journal that I saw at Walgreens. I thought,
Amber, why you have 1,000 journals? See this? It's just because she cannot go somewhere and not buy something. Like, okay, whatever. If you need it, that's fine. But just the over consuming of so many forms, it's just so crazy. Amber, you don't need another journal.
it was super cute. So
What does she even journal about? She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't have any friends. She doesn't have a life. Like, what is there to journal about? I mean, maybe she's secretly writing more epics, like, you know, what was it, Hello Darling? And we can't forget the frickin' Shakespearean level epic Scotty. I mean, maybe she's just writing novels that we don't know about or something, because I can't imagine for the life of me what she's journaling about. And yes, those are the names of real written works by Amberlynn Reid. Go look them up if you want. I dare ya.
had to get it. But I am about to start taking some antibiotics and I'll explain more. But right now I'm actually about to go outside and wait for my mom because we're gonna go to bingo.
Wait a minute, what?
That journal that I saw at Walgreens, I thought it was super cute, so I had to get it. But I am about to start taking some antibiotics and...
Okay, so so clearly she went to the doctor because of something. If they put her on antibiotics, she has an infection. She has an infection of some kind. I'm guessing it's probably, I can't believe how casually she talks about this. It's could very well be another run of cellulitis, which, guys, she talks about it. Oh, I get cellulitis a few times a year. That's not normal. People I know maybe have had cellulitis once, and it's so miserable and painful. Put my friend JR in the hospital. Like, it's a serious thing, especially with somebody like Amber, because she gets it on her legs. Um, if it's that or a UTI or something, like this woman at her size with her health, any infection could really lead to sepsis and land her in the hospital. Like, if she has a UTI, even, no big deal for most people, but for Amber it's a big deal. Okay, not to be too crude or anything, here's your warning. She can't clean herself properly. Do you really think that when she's peeing and stuff, she's cleaning herself properly down there? She can't reach, can't shower, can't dry off appropriately, probably sweats a lot. If she get an infection like that, can very easily turn into a big bad systemic thing. And somebody like her size has chronic inflammation, is very prone to cytokine storms and things like that, and their body is just so taxed that your average everyday little run-of-the-mill infection, it would terrify me. And she's just so casual. Oh, about to start an antibiotic. Like, how is that not scaring the crap out of her? I'm more scared for her than she is for herself.
I'll explain more, but right now I'm actually about to go outside and wait for my mom because we're gonna go to bingo. I genuinely just love playing the game. You guys know me, I love games. I've always loved games, and it's just fun. So yeah.
Bingo.
Oh wow, my mom's boyfriend got it. Okay guys, so it is time for questions of the day. First question: what happened to your hernia? Nothing happened to it. It's still chilling.
Her hernia, they can't fix it. They're not going to go in and open her up and fix that hernia. That's why they won't fix her gallbladder until it's like on the verge of exploding, because it is just so dangerous to open somebody Amber's size up. One, even she would have to have a specialty hospital that would have equipment, laparoscopic equipment, long enough to be able to go through her layers of fat to go deep enough to do the surgery. If they didn't have that, they would have to do a full-on opener up old-fashioned style surgery. That makes her so much more prone to healing problems, to wound infections and things like that. And that's not even getting into the dangers of putting somebody like Amber under anesthesia, even for a short amount of time. When she had her, if I'm remembering correctly, I wasn't watching when she had her cancer thing. So I think I read this or saw this, but from what I heard, they couldn't even put her under full anesthesia to do a full hysterectomy, which is a major abdominal surgery. They gave her an epidural like they give pregnant women, so that she was numb from like the waist down or whatever, so that they could do that operation. That's not standard. That's not typical. So that hernia is just gonna hang loose unless something became life-threatening, or until she loses enough weight so that they can do these things properly. And she talks about how healthy and stuff she is, but she has so much shit that actually needs taken care of. I don't know what is going to wake these women up to start losing weight and taking care of themselves. Like, what is your rock bottom? I ask the same thing of Foodie. What in the hell is your rock bottom? I honestly don't think these two have one.
Amber, can you take a clip of yourself with the seatbelt buckled while your mom is driving?
Oh, what a shitlord for who asked that question. those seatbelts don't fit. She doesn't fit in the front seat of the car. She has to sit sideways. And like I said in the last video, which is due to come out tomorrow morning, guys, she desperately needs a seatbelt extender.
To prove the haters wrong, please. I mean, I guess I could, so I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. Your mom has long hair like you.
We're never gonna hear about it again.
She always had long hair. Actually, yes, we grew our hair.
Wait,
A clip of yourself with a seatbelt buckled while your mom is driving to prove the haters wrong, please.
That's so funny. I can't believe somebody asked that. That's hilarious. Seatbelt gate. Just like whenever she was talking about how smart she is and how she reads all these books, and people made fun of her for only reading like young adult books, and she's like, I read all this stuff, and she tried to get us to believe that she read House of Leaves, and some other shitlord sent her, of all things, Infinite Jest. I want to know if it was somebody from Kiwi Farms who said that.
I mean, I guess I could, so I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. Your mom has long hair like you. Has she always had long hair? Actually, yes, we grew our hair out around the same time. It was
And Mama Lynn's hair is actually thicker and healthier than Amberlynn's.
around when I was like, I'd say about 14, during like the trial run to live with my parents. If you guys don't know, I was in foster care from 8 to 18, 9 to 18. I was about 8, 9.
How could we forget Amber?
But there was about like a year and a half where I was still a ward of the state.
You've said before that it was 2.5 years.
Which means I was still technically a foster kid, and my parents weren't like legal guardians because I was still ward of the state, but they wanted to give them like a trial run to see like if they were fit to be parents again. They definitely failed that, but a lot of people get confused.
Amber, stop saying that. Do you see what I mean? You just went through this big thing about, oh, I don't bash my parents. And people are like, but you do. That little snide remark at the end is an example of you bashing your parents, bashing your mother, who is currently literally rearranging her entire life, almost practically, to be able to accommodate your needs. So I would just stop that.
Yeah, when I was this years old and living with my parents, it's because there was moments where I did live with them. Out of the decade that I was a foster kid, it was about a year and a half. Did you see that Zachary Michael no longer wants to play Fortnite with you? I did see.
I don't blame him. Why would you want to play Fortnite with her? I was shocked to hear that. Like I said, my kid said he would love to run into her into a game because he said he'd like to make short work of her. But they'll never run into each other. He's like level 230 or something like that. I don't know. He's never going to run into her. I could probably guess a couple shots at her screen name, but I'm not going to put that much thought into it.
See that? I did. Kind of just goes to show that he really does cater to his audience. And I definitely...
Amber, he should. It's his audience. It's his job. They pay his bills. Like, he doesn't want his own, like, version of Shrimpgate just because you want to go, oh, ha, ha, I play Fortnite too. I'm a gamer. Ooh, woo. Look at me, I'm an e-thought now. Like, no, he can't risk that. He's got a huge audience with a huge following. And honestly, the way you've treated him and how you baited him recently, I wouldn't play with you either.
I don't mean that in a good way. I feel like a lot of reaction channels have to do that because they don't want to take the heat. So they...
You know what? Forgive me, Amber, but I'm going to be honest. I try to make my audience happy. I do. I want to make myself happy ultimately on my channel and do what I want and everything. But I want to put out content that my subscribers and people who watch me like. And I take their opinions and stuff to, you know, seriously. Do I agree with everything? No. Am I going to follow every little tip or what somebody says? No. Do I have a lot of conflicting opinions on some people that I've lost subscribers for? Yes. But for the most part, you do this job because you want to make your subscribers happy, because your subscribers are what keep you afloat on YouTube. I have other means of making an income. I have a soap shop. I make jewelry. I could technically go get my Con Ed and go back and work on the ambulance or in a hospital. All you have is YouTube. So you need to take a page out of Zachary Michael's book as far as, you know, paying attention to what your audience wants. And I'm not saying bend to every whim, but you treat us like crap, let's be honest.
They kind of can't think for themselves. They don't film for themselves. They don't make their own decisions.
You're complaining about people not being able to think for themselves and film for themselves. I have started mentally composing a list now that I have like officially become an Alex Rodriguez subscriber, or not subscriber, reactor. I'm making a mental list. I'm compiling things of things you do that directly copy her, mimic her, try to duplicate her, which you're never going to be Alex, let's face it. But all you do is like skinwalk and mimic. You cannot think for yourself. You take on the personality and likes and traits and speech patterns and of every girlfriend, every friend, every caretaker, or every dumbass you see on TikTok. So who are you to talk about people not being able to think for themselves? Like, I don't watch Zachary Michael that much. I think he's okay. But like, I defend him on this. Like, I don't think that what you're saying is very polite about, and I don't think that he deserves to have you talk to him about like this way.
They really let their audience kind of make the decisions for them, because Zach's initial reaction was super excited and wanted to play Fortnite with me. And then he got some comments. He's afraid of the heat. So he's like, not doing it. And I know he's going to have every rebuttal under the sun to reply to this video, because I know he's reacting to it. Hello. No rebuttal is going to mean anything to me. I just think it's silly that like you can have such a 180 all because like you're trying to impress your audience and you don't want to get heat for something. I don't know. It's just a little strange, but it definitely proves my point further. But it's like reaction channels have to fit inside of a box. And if
when he gets heat from his audience, he could always take a page out of your book, disappear for 5 or 6 days and come back and say, oh, I have a medical emergency, or I've had something soul crushing happen, but I don't want to talk about it. Please forget about that bad thing I did that you don't like. Like, what? You could do that.
they don't, then they're gonna get attacked for it and they can't handle that. So someone quoted me and said, it makes me sad thinking about eating lamb, which is something I said in my last video.
You want to try this one piece of lamb?
No. It makes me sad thinking about eating lamb.
Oh,
yeah, you're eating chicken. They're both
Here we
animals.
go, virtue signaling Lynn for the animals.
So what's the difference? So I know this is like hypocritical, but I think it's hypocritical for a lot of meat eaters. There's certain animal we'll eat and there's certain animal we won't. We will easily eat a cow, but we won't eat a cat. Like that, I could never in a million years even thinking about that. Like gives me the creeps. It makes me want to like cry and hide.
And Amber, meat doesn't give you the creeps. You eat some of the most questionable meat on the planet. Like, no need to virtue signal. It's there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want to eat a cute little baby lamb. I don't like the thought of it. Like there's no harm in that.
And just like people will eat a chicken but they won't eat a dog, like literally ew. There's like levels to these things for me, and I feel like lamb is in the same category as like a cat or a dog in my opinion. I don't know why, but like little lambs, I just cannot imagine that ever touching my lips. Anyway, so that's the end of this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy. I think now because I'm uploading more frequently.
Amber, I'm really mad that you didn't tell me what you're taking that antibiotic for, and that you're stringing us along, and that I have to definitely watch your next video that no doubt is going to have another clickbait title. And that I'm doing this at 11:30, almost 11:45 now at night. But anyways, all right, I'm going to end it here. Let me know what you guys think. This was kind of like a nothing burger of a vlog. I mean, she went to the doctor. She's considering semaglutide. I don't know if she's really going to take it. If she has to, she's either going to get a pill, or they're going to give her the shot there, or they'll give it to her and her mom will have to give it to her. I think it's a good idea for her to take it. But all in all, she might take it for a month or two, maybe lose 20 pounds, and then be like, oh shit, I can't eat, and stop taking it. The same way it was last time. I hope that's not how it goes. I always hold out hope that Amber will get her crap together, but it's not going to happen. And she's on an antibiotic for something, but she did not say what. She said she will tell us probably in the next vlog. So I'm guessing she probably has like a UTI or another run of cellulitis. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'm going to do a quick edit on this. Maybe make a quick thumbnail and get it uploaded. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.